We got a couple different things that came in today. We got the RAM. Let's see here. So I can peel this off of here. I got the battery for the Sony camera. Go ahead and get that open. Okay. Get that. All right. And then I had made a bunch of changes to the computer. Well, so we'll do that in another video. But so this is going to be the Sony stuff, and I literally ordered this. Got it in less than 24 hours, which is awesome. So I don't know if this camera works or not. This is the Sony Alpha, the a300 with a Minolta lens on it. I don't know if the lens works. I'm pretty sure I have an E-mount adapter. Okay, so let's see what we got here. There's a charger. Okay. One of these types. I like these kind. Okay, so this has to be used with USB. So thankfully these are really cheap. Here's the battery. Okay. And you really put these things in here. It's like there's like a trick to opening boxes like this. You like get the ears popped out. Try and open them without boogering them. It's like it's right here where they're designed to lock in. Looks like a Canon battery. Just got these crazy ports on it. Okay, so let's see. I need to find a. What the hell? Okay, we're gonna need a flash card. See if it works. Cool. So far, so good. Trying to think of where I have flash. I've got my other camera bag with me, but I honestly don't think that I have flash in here. Okay. So this camera came out in 2008, which is pretty apparent right now. Let's go. How many years is that? About 17 years old. Okay, today's the 19th. And it is currently 12:18. I think. I don't know if my clock's right on my computer. February 19th, 2025. 2025, 2/19. The year, the month, the day. Which is kind of the format that they're using everywhere. So we got to go. There we go. Okay, let's make sure that this. Yeah, it's actually not. It's 1. It's amazing how my my computer always thinks it's in California. It's strange. Okay, so it's going to tell me no card, so I do have to find a card. Okay, so I had one laying out here. Let's see here. This thing looks weird. It almost looked like it was too big. I'm not sure if that card is in there. Boy, that's grainy looking. Okay. Well, we have a 50mm lens in here. Let's see. I don't know. I got an autofocus, but yeah. So this is a Minolta lens. So basically, there's going to be no such thing as autofocus on this. Let's see here. Oh, this lens is really retarded. Alright, let me move this back here a little bit. Boy, I don't like this thing. This, Alright. Let's see if we can get it to review. It's set up a lot like Canon. It's really hard to tell if that's a good picture or not. But let's take this lens off of here. Okay. So this is a nifty 50, which is cool. I've never owned one. They're usually kind of spendy. So what I'm looking for is my Canon mount. And I have also another lens that might or may not fit. I cannot remember if this one is going to fit. And then we have the E-mount adapter. So, okay, Konica Minolta. Oh yeah, this will fit. Wow. Okay. That's really lucky I kept that lens. I was actually going to sell it. I don't think that this one will. I gotta get the camera working. I don't think this lens will autofocus either. Wow. Oh, maybe. Okay. Wow. Look at that monster. This thing's freaking heavy. Okay. I don't know what mode I'm in. I'm in auto mode. Okay. So we see here. I don't know, it doesn't like that. So I don't know what the settings are on this thing here. So this is a really crazy lens. It's super heavy. It's one I already had from a camera I bought that I got rid of. It's a Konica Minolta AF-DT zoom lens. Doesn't seem to be the one on the listing. 28 to 200 millimeter. These instructions are not for this one. It's strange. So I think I don't have that lens. Interesting. So this is kind of cool because it means that all these weird old Minolta film camera lenses will actually fit, but they won't have autofocus. So you could use them manually. Let's see if the Canon adapter works. I don't know if this is the same Sony mount or not. It looks the same. For some reason this doesn't look right. So this is like backwards. Let me see here. No. So the dots just don't line up correctly. Actually, there is no dot. I don't know, it doesn't feel right. I'm not sure what's going on with this. It is supposed to fit it. Apparently it does not fit, even though it's very similar. It said it was for Sony E-mount, and it fits Canon on the other side, but I think the difference is in here. I don't know, it doesn't make sense actually. Why it doesn't fit. Nice to know this one works though. So I at least have two lenses. I don't know. I mean, it just doesn't fit. So is there a new Sony E-mount, I think is what they call it. So if we're looking at it here, this distance from here to here is different. And it's like a mirror image of the actual original. So, anyway, I don't know, dude. We have something that I thought was something that's not. So anyway, we can see these are really, really similar, but I don't know what the reason is. It's like this sticks in further. So if we line all these up, where they're supposed to be. There's no dot on this one either. You see the little pin right here? That little spot? It's on that one too, but it's kind of in a different spot. And then here's the little thing here where it actually turns that thing right here. And that's the focusing thing. So this one has it right there too. I'm guessing that there's some new type of I believe this is probably for the new mirrorless Sonys, and so I guess they must use a different mount. I don't know anything about Sony. The only thing I know about is Canon, and very little about Nikon, but I did happen to know that the Konica Minolta lenses fit Sony's, at least the older ones. So, anyway, we'll have to see what's up with this and find out what it actually is. Thanks for watching, guys. So I took it outside, took a couple pictures, and played around with it with this large lens. And it's okay, but anyway, let me see. We go to picture review. It's really kind of hard to see during the daylight. That's just a tree in the backyard. And it's a stereo I took a picture of. That's across the street. They're doing a roof. And that's, I don't know, about half a block away. There's something in the view right here. And some other stuff. The details on the chair are really strange. And this probably with the other lens. That's a different camera. Anyway, it seems okay. The one thing I totally can't stand about it right away is the depth of the notch in here. You can see the finger wear on it. And if your finger is up against this plastic and it feels hollow. Like, and I'm used to the Canons and the Nikons, and they have a really big nook in here, or at least it's got like the Canon. They usually put like this rubber in there. So I don't think it's a bad camera, but I probably wouldn't say that it's a good camera just because it's too old and it uses compact flash, and it does seem to kind of struggle with certain things, but like I haven't like extensively tested it, and sadly probably won't. It would be if you could get it for cheap like I did, it would probably be a cool camera for an introduction to DSLR cameras, especially if you could get like a few lenses with it. So, and what I also found out is it's a Sony A mount. This is a Sony E mount. This is for a new mirrorless camera. In 2021, apparently, somewhere around there is when Sony discontinued the A mount or something like that. So, if I get a mirrorless Sony, I can run my Canon lenses, but I cannot run this with this Sony. So, very luckily that I bought this 50mm, and I already had this Konica Minolta, which I thought I had the instructions for, but it was for the other lens that probably went with it. So, it does, as you see, it takes totally good pictures. But, like, I don't know how practical it is. It would probably be a good first starter camera. Other than that, like, I don't know. But it was cool, and I'll try and play around with it a little bit. Maybe I'll take it with me and go somewhere and take some pictures. I've still got to mess with my Nikon also, but mostly I like the Canon cameras, and I thought this would be cool because the older Canons in this time period are really, really good. Don't pay attention to the megapixels. You don't need 24 megapixels. You know, most people know that, though. So, anyway, that's about it for this one. Thanks for watching. So, they got the little charger going here, one of the batteries. They didn't come fully charged. Anyway, you get two of them. It was like a really good deal because it was like, oh, I don't know, it was like listed at $23, but there was like $5 off or something like that, 20% off, something. Anyway, I'll have to post a link to that because they seem to be pretty good. They don't specifically call out this particular camera until you look at like that this battery pack is the same one, so it's kind of tricky. But being the NPFM 6 or 500H, this is the correct battery for this. But in their listing, they list the Alpha 350. They don't list the Alpha 300. But when you look at other battery listings for the same one, it shows that. So it's got a USB here and a micro USB. And I like it because it will go in a camera bag really nice and easy. And you could just charge your batteries off of a battery bank or something. I do like the other kind that have the little fold-out outlet, but whatever, you know. It's still pretty usable. And if it goes bad, it's only like 20 bucks, so it's pretty cool. So, basically, we get the Sony Alpha. We've got, this is a Sigma. I just figured this out. This is a Sigma. The paperwork I had on it was the wrong one. So it's a Sigma zoom lens, 28 to 200. I don't even begin to understand these numbers. 1:3.8 to 5.6, and made in Japan. 72 is huge, so it's big opening. We get the little cover for it. It doesn't say Sigma on it anywhere here. It says spherical. So there's a number on it, but it's got a rubberized coating. It is very heavy, very heavy. And then we have the Minolta Nifty 50. It does have a UV lens on it. That's a 49mm. So it's actually slightly smaller than the 50. 49 Minolta Maximum AF. 50mm 1:1.7 22. Made in Japan. It's got that crazy Japan sticker that you see on a lot of the Japanese Canon lenses. So this will be fun to play with. I need to clean this. I love having these UV covers because what ends up happening is without it, the lens can get scratched, but with it, it protects it, so it's pretty cool. So we're going to try and go out and do some photography. We'll try and put it to the test and maybe take a couple cameras or do something, maybe catch some sunsets.